Okay, in Python we have just learned. So uh, there are data types related to the variables. But the type will be automatically declared once the variable is declared. So that means, so if you introduce a variable like call x, and if you assign a value to x, based on the value, the type will be automatically identified by the Python ideally. But a programming language like Java, we will learn in future. So that type will not be automatically identified. Here, if I say x equal 10, if I ask what is the type of x, it says x is type of class integer. That means integer type variable. Class integer actually it has variables having variables having values, negative or positive integer values, all values. And same time, if I say x equal 9.5, so then type will be identified as float. Type will be identified as float. Similarly, there are other types also. So let me tell x equal 4.3e plus 10. So this is also a scientific numbering. Therefore, if you check the type, it will also be identified as float. If I say x equal true, see the type is Boolean or logic type. So if I say x equal hello, the type will be identified as string. And if x equal a single character like this, still the type will be str. So integer, float, Boolean, string. So these are the basic types which can hold values. Out of these, the string is special because it can hold a single character or multiple characters. And once you hold the string value here, so what is the specialty? Unlike other variable types, you can access each letter individually. That means if you try to print this, it is H, the first letter. Similarly, so the next one, likewise, you can give the index and access these letters individually, right? First of all, please write down data types in Python. Then please write down this first two lines, and then please write this exam. If you have any doubts, you can ask. First, write this highlighted text, and highlighted text means like, let me highlight this in some other way. And also the codes listed there in the Python ideally. Please indicate if you're done. So please write down. So please, when you're doing this, show the specialty of strings also. So this is like, but in the other variables you won't be, and not just the variables, you can give values also, right? So not just the variables here, so you can just give the values. That means if you ask type of let's say type of 3.4, it says class float. If you ask type of 7 divided by 3, still a float in, no? So if you ask type of scientific number in 2.3e minus 3, this is scientific numbering, says float. And so similarly, you can give values, right? Not just the variables, you can directly give the values and ask what are the types. Still it prints. Please remember that as well. Not just the variables, you can directly check the values also to which type it belongs. Then the next thing. So let's identify strings, and let's know about the features of strings. So the feature, the first thing that you need to identify is string has two operations. So one is string can be concatenated. Strings can be concatenated, right? By either by adding or by multiplying. So that means you can add hi to hello. That will not mathematically add these strings. Instead of that, it is merging two strings. That is called concatenation. Right? The other thing is the string can be multiplied and concatenated like this. Hi into 4 will be 4 highs. Hi, 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 hi. So that is multiplying. That is also concatenation. Concatenation means adding together. Okay. The next thing is string has indexes. Indexes means, so what I said, okay, let's say my name. If I try to print the first letter, it is this name, 0th index. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Likewise, it keeps incrementing. It keeps incrementing. From 0, 1, 2, actually the last will be. So just count the characters, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Space is also counted, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. The last character is 24 because you are starting from 0. And similarly, you can have negative indexes to access this. So that means if you want to access 14, that is letter A, this one. Same letter can be accessed by putting -1, that is reverse accessing. So -1 is the O. If you take the length of list, so if I ask you to print the length of name, you can see it is 15. It has 15 characters. It counts. Length will count. Here I have listed. And okay, if I print like this, what will be printed? If I print minus length name, sorry, name, then minus len name. So what will be printed? So what is minus len name? So what's the value? What is the length of name given here? So what is the length of name given here? Yes, please tell me. I cannot hear you.
Are you asking how many characters
Yeah,
on
how
the
many
name?
characters? Yeah, altogether.
24.
No. I'm asking about this name. Only this part. I have given only Dasun Nilanjana. I have not given Dasun Nilanjana. So just 2. So what is the length? We have calculated. That is 15, right?
Yes.
So length of name is basically counting the number of characters in this string. It's 15. Then this is minus 15. What is minus 15? What is the minus 15th index? Minus 1 is the last. Minus 2, minus 3. Likewise, the minus value increase. What is the minus 15 there?
Minus 15. It's asking.
So minus 1 is letter A. So minus 2 is letter N. Minus 3 is letter A. Minus 4 is letter J. Likewise, minus indexes are going from this to this, back to front. Then what is minus 15?
D.
Yeah, it is letter D. So if I ask you to print, it is letter D. So letter D can be printed 2 ways. One is you can ask, so what is the 0th index? That is also letter D. Or you can ask, what is the name's minus length of the name? That is also 15. Minus 15 is this. That is also D. That is to access the first letter. The last letter can be accessed this way. So you can either call minus 1. So if I tell you the positive indexes, what is the positive index? Will it give a result? If I ask positive length of name is 15. So if name 15, so what will be the character? Name 15?
A.
Yes. Remember that you are starting from 0, right? You're starting from 0. Will it be A or will it be an error?
Oh, error.
Yeah, it's error because it is exceeding the indexes. So what is the last character then? How to get the last character? Is it 15 or 14?
14.
14. Correct. To get that, you have to say length of name minus 1. That is 14. That is last character, right? I hope it is clear to you. So anyway, note will be available to you, but I need you to write this part too, as this is very important. This one, as well as the practicing part. Please do the practicing in your computer, and also please write down this and explain this. Right. So let's try to do an exercise using this, and I'll show you more examples. And after that, let's practice this with me. And after practicing, you can start doing your exercise, right? So this is actually, so if you want to access an index, we know we have to give the index directly, right? Just print in a letter is accessing an index. So that you can give. So, okay, here for an example, in my name or anything that you declare inside the quotation will be taken as string. Even a number. So if you say, okay, let's say X. So if you declare this inside quotation, so it will be treated as a string. That means you can get X0. Likewise, you can get the values 0, X minus 1. So because this will be treated as string, X minus 2. That is 4 here. So likewise, any index you can give and access that element that is accessing a specific element or index or letter. So similarly, you can access a range. So let's try to access a range. If I try to print name, and I need to start with 0th character, I need to go up to 5th character, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is Dasun. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to go up to 5th character. Similarly, so let's say I need to go up to 9th character. So this way, so it will print 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up to 8 it will be print, but it will not print the 9, right? It will print up to 8. Zero to 9. So this way you can give the step-in part also. Step-in part means you can give 0 to 9, go 2 by 2. Then it will take 0, then 1 will be skipped, 2 will be taken, 3 skipped, 4 will be taken, like 2 by 2. 0, then 2, then 4, then 6, then 8. Yeah. Right. Full name also you can access. You can go start with the name and you can say go up to length of name, and that will be printing the full name. So to print the full name, you can apply this. Either you can print like this, that will print full name, or you can print name with empty. Sorry, you can give empty start, empty end, like this. Or you can give empty start, empty end, empty step. And that will also print empty start, empty end, empty step. Or you can give the indexes. Start with 0 and go up to the end. You can give like this also. Start with 0, go up to the end. You can give like this. Start with 0, go up to the end. Step by 1. So step in by 1. So start with empty, go to the end, step by 1. That will also print the name. Start with empty, go up to length of name and step in 1. Start with 0, go up to the end. Or you can say start with 0, go up to the end without stepping. So see how many methods are there to print all the characters. You can say start with 0, go up to the length. Start with 0, go up to the length 1 by 1. Or you can give the negative indexes. Start with negative minus length of name, go up to the plus length of name. Start with this and go up to this. All these are valid ways of printing the same set, because so you can either keep that empty. Empty will start from the corner and go up to the next corner. Empty step-in can be given, that will go 1 by 1. So empty step-in can be replaced with 1 also, then it will step 1 by 1. But if you step like 2 by 2, so let's say we are using this and step it 2 by 2, then so character by character, it will skip 1 character, go to the next, skip 1 character, go to the next, likewise. So if you give 3 by 3, right, 3 by 3, it will take like this. Okay, shall we try this start in, stop in, step in, as well as start in and stop in, and the normal without any start stop. So please try all these things quickly and tell me if you are done. Right, then.
May I go to the bathroom?
Sorry.
May I go to the bathroom?
Yeah, sure. So Dilmi, have you done, completed?
Yes.
Okay. So can you try to do this? Can you try to reverse your name? Reverse print. Just give a try. Tell your brother arrive. So you can just give a try. Try to reverse your name. Let's say your name is something like this. Okay, let's say your name is n equal Dilmi. And if you print n, you'll get Dilmi. So if you get 0th index and go up to 1, go up to length of n, it will be printing again Dilmi. But if you start with -1, and if you try to go up to the 0, so what will happen? It will not go. But you can step. If you step 1, it will go, try to go 1 by 1, but no, because reversing cannot be done that way. To reverse, you have to go -1 by -1. So then you can get, but a D is missing, right? A D is missing. Try to get D as well. So this is reversing actually. You can see IEML. That is also a nice name, right? Emily. Okay, try to get D as well. So please try to get D as well. That means try to reverse fully. Tell me if you're success. Did you get the answer? No. Try to reverse your name, right? Try to reverse your name. I have already achieved, accomplished, but not fully, but half. Partially I have done. I need D as well because it is starting from -1, okay, -2, -3, -4, -5. But when it reach, so this is -5, you can give the -5 too, right? Instead of giving this, you can just give -5. Still, you can see it's getting this. So how can we get the full name reversed? So please declare your full name. Within quotation, you can say, okay, the remaining part. Okay. Then press enter. And how can we print the name reverse order? Yes. You have to start from the character -1, that is the last character. Print, yes, print. Then you have to tell you are printing the name variable n, right? Okay. So printing the variable n, but you have to give the indexes. Recall the command. If you want to recall the command, you can press up arrow. Erase that with it. Please erase that. And press up arrow twice. One more time. No, down arrow. That means go to the beginning of the line, press enter. Press enter and you can recall that. Okay. Now erase this. Don't enter again. Okay, go back and just print n. Erase the last bracket, press enter one more time. Press enter one more time. Then erase the last bracket, closing bracket. Then you can put the index in. Use the square brackets. And you know, no, don't give index. Index is what is the index? Index value you need to give. You have to start from -1, right? So what is the ending index? You can give there -1. -1 is the starting index. So colon. After that, a colon. So what is the ending index? Colon mark. Colon means the double dot. Okay, this is colon and this is semicolon, a comma, right? Dot and comma is a semicolon, this is colon. Okay, now what is the first character value? Either you can say this is 0th index, or you can say this is minus length of the. So if you give -5, it will not work. Either you have to give 0. So you have to identify, right? You have to identify that 0. Okay. Colon again. Then you can say -1 by -1. Then close the bracket, press enter. Close the curly bracket first, sorry. Then close the normal bracket, press enter, and you can see. So it is printing Eka Yama Yanama. Okay, so anyway, your last name is reverse. The first name, the last character is missing. Right now, how to give that last character? So that is what I'm asking. How to change this middle index? So this is the problem, because when you say go up to 0, when it before reaching 0, it stops. It stops here. So D is 0, right? But I is 1. So when I'm reversing, it will come like this. It will start from, let's say, start from -1. Then reading, this is Dilmi from an so A. So it's reading from -1, then -2, -3, -4, -5. So it will go like the other way, or the positive indexes. So starting from -1 and then go to the positive indexes, and it's reversing back. But when it reaches 0, it stops. It's not printing the 0. Therefore, it's like it's stopping here, I. So then I'm asking how to change the middle index. That is the challenge. So what do you think? If you give middle index -1, what will happen? The 0 you have to give something less than 0. Because 0, so let's give 1 there. So recall the command, the print command, put up arrow 1, 2, 3 times. Okay, press enter there. You can press enter. And let's replace 0 by -1. Or 0 by 1 first. 0 is not 1 down. Just put 1 there. Press enter. See what will happen. Another character is missing. Right? Then 0 will give one more character at least. So let's put -1 there. -1. Then what will happen? Nothing comes, because start from -1, end with minus. End when reached -1. So it's not printing. So let's give minus indexes there. So start with, okay. So let's recall the command back again. So if you have done, then okay, you can tell me, right? I'm just telling you how to experiment this. I can tell you what to do, but without telling exactly what you need to do, I'm telling how to experiment, because this is what you need. So I can tell you the answer easily, but that won't solve your problem. So let's put -10 there, something like that, -10. Then observe what will happen. Okay, it's printing some -15. $15. 50 is too much. Now it's giving the last. So try for -20. Now I'm trying with the negative indexes. Press enter. Right. Now you know what to do. To get D, what do you need to do now? Get 21, right? Because 20 will only print this. So 21 will do the task. Now D has come. So minus indexes you can use. But how to get this 21? So you can give the length of n. So try to give that without giving 21. Try to give minus length of n. Recall the command back again. there instead of 21, minus 21, keep the minus value, keep the minus sign, then give the length of n, length within bracket n. That is the number of characters. So let's see whether it's happening now. Okay, again D is missing. So you can say minus length n minus 1, right? Or n plus 1. Or length of n plus 1. So that is another way. No, in the middle one, right? Not the plus 1. So that is the problem. No, the middle one, middle index is the problem. Don't give a plus value. You have to give minus length of. So actually, the length of n should be your number. Your name has how many characters? Count it and tell me. So what is the number of characters? Count it and tell me. Yes. Count with the space. How many characters are there in your name? Here are the characters. Yes. How many characters? Yeah. Actually, when you call the length of name, it gives the character. So if you want, like, press enter, just press enter, and then print the length of name, then it will automatically count. Length of name, print. No need to recall, just call, type, print length of name. In the new line, please write print length of name. Erase other things. So no indexes, nothing is needed. You know how to calculate this, right? The command to get the length of print length of n. That is the command. You know it. Come on. What's going on? Okay, it says 20, but I need 21. How to get 21 then? Right? How to get 21 then? One method of getting 21, you can say minus length of n minus 1. So here you have minus 20 minus 1, 20 minus 1 will be minus 21. That is one way of doing. Or another way of telling this, minus length of n plus 1. So length of n is 20, 20 plus 1 is 21, then minus value of that. That is also 20. Either way, you can get minus 21. Right? Either way, you can get minus 21. So either first or second. This is also correct. This is also correct. Then what you need to do, you need to replace that part. Recall the command, replace that part properly. The middle index you need to replace. Okay, that's it. Because we can't count now. If it is a large name, for any name, this should be valid. This way you can reverse your name. I hope you understood the indexing. I just need you to understand indexing. That's why I'm giving these exercises. Just understand these numbers. If you can understand these numbers, how these numbers are working, how these negative, positive values are working, that's it. Right now, you have fully reversed your name. Tenuka, did you understand?
So what is the middle number doing?
Middle
number in the index. What is it doing?
Which?
In the print.
Yeah, this number is starting. The second number is where to stop. The end. Start, stop, and this is step. Okay. Start. Okay. From where to start, where to stop, how to step. Right? So actually she's telling, these are calculations. She's telling start with what? Actually there is additional bracket schemes, right? Start with, she's telling start with, all right. Yeah, so the start with -1. So according to this instruction, she's telling start with -1. And here this is start with -1. Then go up to minus length of, this is actually what? Length of n is 20, 20 plus 1 is 21, so -21. Step in means how you need to go. -1 means you have to reverse. Go reverse 1 by 1. Then starting from -1 up to 21, it's going -1 by 1. When it reaches 20th character, that means letter D, it will stop. It will not print 21st character, but it will try to reach 20th character. You have to give one more than intended stopping point. One more than intended stopping point. That is the nature. But starting point exactly same. Ending point should be one more than the expected stopping point. Did you understand that now or not yet?
Yeah, I understand it.
Okay. One more thing. Now this is like a critical point. So can you print the name with your initials? Give the full name and try to print the name with initials. Here you can see the question, right? Input the full name and try to print the name with initials. This is the question. Do that now. Okay. Have you finished, Tenuka?
No, do you have to use one line of code or 2 line of code?
Which one?
For the initials.
Yeah, you can write few lines. Just one line will not be enough, I think. You have to do this using few lines, maybe. Or you can write in one line too. That doesn't matter. Can you share? One of you share, then I'll tell. First of all, you have to write the full name. First of all, you have to write the full name.
Yes.
Then, so can you show me? Then I'll. Let me share. So first of all, you have to write the full name. So let's say your full name is I'm using mine. So let's say this is the full name. So then you know what is name with initials, right? In this case, what is the name with initials? D-N Sirimevan, right? D-N Sirimevan will be the name with initials. So how can I print? I can print definitely the 0th character. I can say name 0. So name 0 is D. After that, I can add this name 0 to a dot. Then I can add name, what here? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Name 6. Then I need to add a dot again. Then finally, I need to add Sirimevan, this part. So that I can start with name. Actually, I need to count. These are the things that I need to automate. I'll tell you that how to do next. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I can start with 16. 16 to forward. 16 to forward. I can just say colon and put this empty. That will go up to the end. So this way it's printing D and 7. So only one line of code, right? Understood? But don't apply the same in your name. You can try with different numbering because you know how many characters are there in your name. Can you do that and show me quickly? Now you have the idea now. Please do that and show me.
Do I share my screen?
Now you can share the string. Okay, this is so when you're running this, so let's see. Okay, so that is Tenuka. You have to say, then how Tenuka? You have to say T dot Vikramanayaka, right?
Oh, okay.
T is correct. You can just tell 0, that's enough. No need to step in other part. Here the colons and other things you can remove, just 0 is enough. Okay, dot. Then you can start from 8th character and go up to the end. Okay, run it. Please run it.
Oh.
Okay, it says that. Right, like if you have 3 names, 4 names, 5 names, for whatever name, this should be applicable. That is how we do the programming, right? It's not just for a single name. For whatever name that you are giving, this should be applicable. So how can we do like that? That is the challenging part. I would like to keep the challenge to you. Okay, let me show the issue. Okay, you can ask like this. Let's say n equal input. You can say enter your name. So that now we don't know what is the name that's going to enter by the user. It can have 3 parts, 2 parts, 1 part. We don't. Then enter your full name, right? So after giving the full name, you have to print name with initials. So let's say name with init. You need to print. In the middle, you have to find the name with initials. Now you don't know how many parts are there in the name. In my name, there are 3 parts. In Tenuka's name, only 2 parts. But somebody's name can have 5 parts even. Sometimes 4 parts. So we don't know the exact count. So in such case, how can we find the full name? If you don't know actually how many names are there in the input, if you don't know actually how many characters are there in the name, then how can you write an algorithm, a method to find the full name? So I'll give that part as a homework. You can just give a try and try to get full name, like by getting any name. By getting any name, try to generate the name with initials automatically using a program. Okay, I'll keep that as a homework for tomorrow. Just give a try. Just give a try. Nothing wrong giving a try. If not possible, don't worry. I'll explain tomorrow. Then have a nice day. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.